Well, well, well. Put Isabella over your knee and give her a spanking because she's been a naughty girl. We're going to continue along with how to get her started in a military kind of way, not in a sexual kind of way. Alright, looks like Sterland is preparing to get its ass kicked by old Manny, which is good for us, bad for them. Feasting on a vampire within your dominion, nearly feasting on peasantry. They die in horror in their hamlets. What do? They're just cattle, they need to get the fuck over it. Anyway, let's see if we can lure him back to come and play once more with our lovely vampiric pair. He's getting a little bit of a boost now. Booster! But he's probably going to go lick his wounds for a bit, which is fine. So we've got a bit of minus public order going on. We're still at 0, so that's okay. We've got growth, we've got a little bit of money coming in. So we lost some of our more pricey units. Well, one of our pricey units. That's okay. We still have the Vargeists, and they are good for doing a bit of hunting. Let's try and drink my coffee from the right hole. That will help a lot. Now, because I expect Manfred, so he's run off, so I expect Manfred to do what he does best, take out Sterling for me. So what we're going to do is we're going to offer to join all of them. She'll join our war. That's actually interesting. I don't want him taking that much territory, so we'll see if we keep him out of our war. But we will join his war. Why didn't I not? Look at that. I've been distracted. Okay. Yeah, we're going to join the war against Sterling. Probably should have tried to get some money out of him, but that's okay.
I thirst.
Join me.
So let's go hit the moot.
Them.
I am unstoppable.
You
I
get
will
in there.
teach you the meaning of respect.
Yeah, meaning of respect. Yeah.
I have maimed others for less.
That's good.
Isabella.
Named others for less, eh? Yep, we're just going to auto-resolve this. And we are just going to sack it. Sword armor, that's okay. We'll force march her back over to hit. And he'll go over this way himself. Force march to a good team.
My will.
That's okay. Now the good thing about this is it gives us a little bit of the Sack City. Give her raised dead, because that can be handy. Gives us a little bit of money as well. I'm not going to grow Fort Oberstyre at the moment. And experience is extremely needed for us at this point. Because in the end, the things that win us the battles aren't your skellies and that sort of stuff. All they are is speed. The thing that wins us battles is our lords and heroes. Casting magic, bashing lords, slaughtering hordes, all that kind of stuff. Well, that's no good. Okay, no, they took needling. That's actually very good then.
Then and only then shall I hear thine.
You want a peace treaty. Beautiful. We're going to take the peace treaty. It won't last. They will declare war on us again. But this gives us a bit of breathing room. And time to spend with our friend the Moot. I love coffee. Now, we have the money, so we are going to go for the boneyard. because that will give us one of our other heroes that we desperately
Cower
want,
before me.
which will be
All
a
shall
huge
know me
benefit to
and
us as well.
tremble.
Meanwhile, we want to get Isabella and her heroes up
The von
levels.
Garstein.
We do want to get
I
Vlad
know
up as
my
well.
path.
I'd like to be able to get him doing, because in the end he gets less experience for being an addition to the army like that, but overall it's still kind of worth it. So he won't get levels
Lord
as
of the
quickly, but
Countess
he
of
will still get levels.
Don't be ridiculous.
In the end, that is what we're most after, just by doing this.
Yes.
Now that I think about it, what I should have done, Ray's dead now, is actually occupy the moon. It's a very good reason, again, for occupying it as well. It's an excellent argument for it, which I will go to over the end turn. So, if Manfred takes it this turn, that's going to be a real big bastard of a thing. Hopefully he doesn't. Good, good. So we're going to occupy it this turn. Reason being, and it's a pretty good one, it's because that becomes a location of, what are they called? Rebellions.
Isabella von Garstein.
And rebellions are just as good as a sack city, because we will be able to farm rebellions just as well. Just have to make sure there's a lord in the province, or at least, you know, we've got a presence in the province just before it actually does. Well, oh geez, everyone's getting the pluses there. That's good, very good. So, for example, let's take Isabella out of there now. Minus 35. Lovely. We're going to take the skeleton spearmen from that pool, because the skeleton spearmen are just a little bit better to have than the skeleton warriors. They don't deal as much damage, they are anti-large, but the main thing is they last longer, and in the end that's extremely important. I'm going to take Gaze of Nagash, even though it's pretty shit. Now that does not give you any bonuses to public order, that's good. Let's go with growth. And basically we want bad public order. Ooh, Immortal Will, that's good. A little bit of healing for that particular vampire. Vampire. And on we continue! Yay! So really what we need to do now is survive until turn 18, 19. Probably 19 I think it is we need to survive to. Then we've pretty much got this sewn up after that. At that point, you're good. Angry Gods is fine. Minus 3 gives that a minus 1, but that's okay. We'll survive. Minus 26 here, which is excellent. Alrighty. Castle Templehof. I'm actually going to... Let's upgrade it first. I've got 4,000 gold, so we'll do that. Now, once the moot actually gets to a point where it is rebelling, it does make things quite a bit easier. So yeah, it's not really working for us at the moment because we don't have rebellions, but soon it should be almost rebelling at every turn. That's what we really want. So we're up to Defiler of Ancient Barrows, which is excellent. So now we've just got to get through 5 more turns, and the skellies become free. Free! The best price. Pit of Shades for you, which will be excellent for taking walls. plop bits of shades down on the walls and you'll be good to go. Gonna give you a money building. No, I'm not gonna give you a money building. I need all the money I can get for the moment. Lords are not gonna move. They're just gonna hang out in the moot, high-five on each other. Now that I've thought about it, I should actually take away their black cats from all of them and their heroes, because that is going to slow stuff down when it comes to having a rebellion. Don't worry about Manfred taking things, that's not a problem. We're going to safeguard. I'd like the extra gold, but it's not necessary. 50 extra gold there. No, don't need to spend it. Just because you've got a bit of money doesn't mean you need to spend it. The money will be better spent once we can actually. So we'll be able to recruit skellies here, we'll be able to recruit skellies there. Here a skelly, there a skelly, everywhere a skelly. Old MacDonald farmed skellies. E-I-E-I-O, baby. Alright. Our rebellion is going to pop up. There we go. Lovely. Lovely, lovely loot. So we've got two options with the rebellion. Let's have a quick look. Right. This will be a plus 20. Look at that. Maybe we should go hit Oberheim as well. That could be an option. So now that I think
Champion of the dark.
good option. Alright, anyway.
Isabella
So let's hit this rebellion. Hit it and quit it. We're going to fight it so that we get 2 battles out of it. Probably not what most people want to hear. They'll be like, yeah, no. There'll be a nice simple battles, these ones. Waste the ammo. Bit of pendulum action. Flyers will slaughter their crossbowmen. The end, pretty much. Alright. So, go. Boop, boop. I just find this a little bit easier and quicker when I'm building the stack. Rather than just doing this individually. So you make 3 and move them to 1. Blob, there we are. Isabella, hang there. You two, there. Flyers, there up the back. Forward. Add him in.
Yes!
And away we go. I'm going to scroll up Blast. Blast is crap. So how are we doing, Mortars? You good? You look good. Come on, this lovely rebellion prepared to fight. Betty von Hassel. It is a bit of a hassle. She's actually not doing too badly with her spells. She's going to be getting close to getting her... what's it called? I can never remember. Wind of Death. Once she gets Wind of Death, this sort of thing will be a lot easier. Honestly, I'll hopefully have her on her flying hell steedy thing. And if I can, I would just run a Wind of Death straight down that. That would probably give me the army loss penalty. And then they come and attack the blob. Whatever's left at least would. And that'd be really it. That'd be game over, man. Game over. But no. No. It's fine. Now, technically I could start things off with a Gaze of Nagash, but I want to hit the bulk of their troops again with a pendulum. So let's... I say that like there's a question mark at the end of that. Let's bring our other vampire up. She's a lovely wee lass. Evasion, what's that? Divine power, plus 25% miscast chance. Oh, okay. Are you sure that only accounts really if I overcast? And I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to normal cast. This should do an okay amount of damage. Lovely. Everyone pile in here. Flyers, go off this direction like you're fleeing in for your lives. So how many kills did she actually get with that? 64. Wow, that's actually really good. Better than I expected. Alright, so they're doing a fair bit of damage at the moment. Flyers, get those crossbowmen. Get them. Those crossbowmen are now what I believe you would call fucked. Safely say that, I think. Their lord hasn't made it to our lines yet, which is fine. Let's see if we can trim their units a bit. Nice little bit of trimming there. Flyers can finish off them. Later on we'll get them to come into this fight here. You know what'll be really good, I think, about here? Nice bit of shades.
We are immortal.
There we go. They've shattered now, so let's get the flyers over here. Vlad, I think you want to go after him. He looks like the kind of guy that you'd like to kill. Just pile them in there. They are so screwed now, that's it. They are just fleeing in terror from our mighty hordes.
Agreed.
Come on, Vlad, get in there. Where are you, buddy? Mostly spearmen to it, so if we can keep them fleeing for a bit longer. Get in there, Vlad. No, you want to hit him. There it is.
I am darkness.
Let's continue making him a bit worse than he is.
Bring death.
Give Vlad that chance to just really hook in. Flyers back here. Oh, Vlad.
Victory
Get
is
in, Will.
mine!
There we go. One thing I'm not 100% sure of is, does he count as a faction? If so, we should really kill him. So what we'll do is let's kill him. And we'll find out if he's a faction leader or not. Everybody on him. Don't let him go. Just dogpile him. Everybody dogpile the Lord. That's the way. Just what I like to see. Oh yes, well, I think I should do. Let's cast a little bit of healing here and there. Can't hurt. Be dead soon. Beautiful. Lord dead. more. Ah, I doubt we'll get enough. Just end it there. Oh wow, the mortars actually killed somebody. In melee, no less. As you can see, our skellies did almost nothing. Most of it was done by the Vargeists and Isabella's was it Shadow Vampire? Yeah, Shadow Vampire. We'll take the dark magic, thank you. No, he does not count as a faction leader. Bummer.
Vlad von
Alright,
Karstein.
well, in that case,
Kill them.
don't need him to be a faction leader, we'll just finish them out.
Farewell.
There we go. Lovely. Oh, more physical resistance for Isabella. That is a good thing.
I thirst.
She does tend to be a little bit of a glass cannon.
King of Darkness, I shall go.
And now, because they... Oh no, they've got a fairly high presence. And we did only just have a war with them. We'll leave them alone. But we will put in a ghost fence out at Castle Tempelhof because we made a bit of cash off that rebellion and we'll be having another one soon. There is a little thing you can do with things like rebellions if you want to, which reminds me, let's get rid of the Black Cat and the Restless Spirit. So what I could have done for that rebellion to have hung around a bit longer is instead of fighting it twice, I could have just fought it once and then let it sit.
Devourer
Fought it again
of
next
light.
turn, and because you can actually keep them going for quite a while. But I don't really want to do that in this particular one. I'm just going to have as many rebellions as possible. So there's a couple of ways of doing it, essentially. Now, should keep doing this, shouldn't I? Isabella von Karstein, we'll go with evasion. Another level will get us Wind of Death with her. Actually, the other thing I want to check with her as well, for the Hellsteed, is level 10. Okay, that's good. Now, for Isabella, she does have a unique line in this. I find this line to be shit, unless you want to have Terrorgeists, Vargulfs, Vargeists, or any of those in your army. I don't really see the point in them. Skeletons all the way until you can turn it into an entire stack of vampires. In which case, do that, it's awesome. One thing you want to get for all of them that you can is that one. Get rid of, lower that magic cost for Wind of Death. Very good. So keep that in mind.
Yes.
Yep, for you. So can he actually get that? Yes, he can. Okay. But yes, he can. Vlad is absolute beast, really, and we will make him to be an absolute beast in
I
time.
am invincible.
But in the end, Isabella getting a lot of items isn't a bad thing because she needs them to prop her up in the early game, from what I remember. So we have our moot, and we're going to have lots of rebellions here. And the rebellions are going to rebel against rebellions. It's going to be so rebellious. Rebellious? Yeah, so next turn, we do want to be within its sphere of influence, so the rebellion won't just attack it. We're getting very close to our next thingy. I know what it's called, I swear. So we've only got 2 more turns for that until that technology turns up, which is excellent. We've now got an undead rebellion. Now, I'm not going to fight this twice. I suggest you do. The only reason I'm not going to fight this twice is for the sake of speed. Of the
Thou shalt treat me with the respect I deserve.
Shut off, Beastman. Basically for speed. You know, it's I'd fight it, but
All shall
yeah,
know me.
I want
and
us to get
tremble.
to
Go on.
the next level. That's all. See, this is the perfect rebellion for us. We just Penumbra will pendulum in that, and goodbye all. But
I am gone. Gone.
for the sake of a bit of speed. Ooh, Trickster's Shard. That's not bad. What do you get? You got a channeling staff instead. Yeah. Let's fix that. You can have the Trickster's Shard instead. It's better, as far as I'm concerned. Your mileage may vary, as always. Now, we do have a level 2 growth building here, so let's go shopping. Dark Majesty, no. Intelligence, cunning. Cunning's not bad. We'll take cunning.
I will not betray you.
We want to pop. Actually, I'm going to pop him into Vlad's army.
Necropolis awaits.
We are going to get a second one as well. But not of either of those. It'll be next turn that we get that one. More health for that vampire. More magic for this vampire. And Wind of Death for Isabella. She's a lovely lass. Now, this is where this starts to have paid off. Now we're going to start seeing some proper skeleton spam. Minus 100%. Yeah, we got that. Minus 100% for skeletons. So now we've got an income of 1,300.
Isabella.
Skeletons cost money to recruit, but not to have. So goodbye for that. I'm actually going to keep the... Are they Vargeists? Yeah, Vargeists. So we keep the Vargeists. And we start filling up the skeletons.
The von Garstein.
You go over here, and you're going to start filling up with skeletons.
Do you need fresh troops? Very good.
In there. And we're going to need another necromancer. So, how much do I need? I need 1,100.
Unstoppable.
Sorry, Vlad. Dread Incarnate.
Ready.
Hello.
Very good.
Because that goes well with your Dread Incarnate. No, you're Devious. You are Dread Incarnate. Yes. Yes. And I'm going to go for Unnatural Strength. Just to make our Skeleton Warriors a little bit better. Alright. Basically, we now are prepared to be able to take on lots and lots of stuff. I know it doesn't seem like it. We've got skeleton spams, and that's really it. We now have a dwarf standing in the middle of one of our areas, which kind of is annoying. The fuck? The fuck, man? And we're about to have a rebellion in the moot, which is great, because now we also have 2 necromancers. Alright. And we'll get you recruiting more skellies, and I'll turn that off. I didn't mean to turn on help. She's now got a stack of 20. We will get rid of these 2 crypt ghouls. Goodbye. You are now just useless fodder. Want more skellies, more I say. Ha ha ha! Imminent rebellion
You need me?
is basically gonna now be 3 levels. Let's hope the dwarves just bugger off and not actually stop here. Thank you very much. And here we go. So now we've got a rebellion. So again, normally I would fight this. Yep, we'll take moderation.
Lord of the dead, King
Normally,
of
again, I would
darkness.
definitely fight this. Get those two battles out of it. But now it's like, it's really leveling, all of that is just ridiculously easy.
The world will
We now have a pretty decent income. Ooh, Luckstone's here. Nice. Don't need that. I won't worry about that just now. So Isabella, always try and get your spearmen. They're most important.
what?
You can recruit two of them. We will give you your levels. As you can see, we're just going to now be ridiculously powerful. Get you more winds of magic. So what's that? 70 power reserve. It's not many casts of it, but that's okay. Necromancers is another source of magic. Wind of Death. We want him to have Master of the Dead, because that just means he can stand in the middle and he replenishes our troops. And on top of that, we want him to have some kind of corpse cart. If you have two, you can go for a balefire and a lodestone, but I think the lodestone's the one you do kind of want. For now though, Invocation of the Heck for him, and same for the other one. And there we have it. That is the Vampire Count Isabella start. We are on our way. She's now got a decent amount of money. What we want to do is we want to get this to rank 4 so that we can start getting more vampires as soon as we can. Back to war with Averheim with skeleton spam with a decent amount of magic. You want to be using your pit shades on stuff on the walls, and you want to be using your Wind of Death on large clumps of enemies. My opinion from here, take over Averheim and move towards taking over Fieldorf from Gelt and all of this Southern Empire region. Once you're strong enough, and you can, either go to war with him and destroy him if you want to, or confederate with him in some way. But from here, your power should become exponentially larger, because once you've got these two fully booked with troops,
before me.
he's only 626 to cost. Get yourself more and more. So right now, I've got a Dread Incarnate there, which would be good. Confident, always good. You want to make sure you have ones that are casting the Lore of Vampires. So Necromancers are good. Vampire Lords are good. Strigoi Ghoul Kings, don't bother with. Of your Bloodlines, Lamian, yes. Von Carstein, yes. Neckarch, yes. These two, not so much. But these three are the main ones you want to start with your kisses, and this one's not bad as well. I wouldn't worry too much about him until late game to get rid of that untainted. Anyway, that is it for the Isabella guide. If it has been helpful for you, please subscribe for more. If you've got any suggestions for videos you would like to see, or factions you'd like to see me do a guide on, also please let me know in the comments, or even email me at my email address, which is on my about page, I think, or something like that. Anyway, so hopefully it's been good. Please let me know, and I will see you in the next one. Possibly I'm thinking of doing Gelt. Could be interesting. See you then. Bye bye.